Hello friends and welcome to yet another video on TutorialsPoint with Ms.Richa. Today we are going to talk about business basics. Well, if you are somebody who really wants to start his or her own business or want to understand what are the different types of businesses, well, this is a module I would really urge you to watch out for. Let's take a look at the agenda for us. We'll talk about what exactly is business. We'll talk about the different types of businesses, steps which are involved in setting up a business, functions of a business, and what exactly are the importance or benefits of having a business. So friends, what exactly do we mean by the word business? If you are somebody who's been brought up in a family which is always or rather already into business, you will understand what exactly is business all about. So to give you a definition, business is the most simple language, means getting engaged in an activity for generating the profits. Business involves investment. It also has to have a customer base and a continuous production or distribution of goods or services. It is one's regular source of income and a profession in itself. Nowadays, a lot of new millennials are actually leaving their jobs and getting into a business that they would want to run for themselves. So it's something which is a kind of a risk-taking appetite, but if you have that kind of appetite, it's something that definitely is worth giving a hand or a shot at. Now friends, there are different types and kinds of business. Let's take a look at these different types. The first one is sole proprietorship. In a sole proprietorship, it's something which is so easy to have because you are the only one person who's handling everything in that. So all the decision-making power and as well as all the profits really come to that person who's owning the business. Also, the person has to pay very few taxes. So it's very convenient and very easy because there are no rules or regulations for sole proprietorship, or rather I would say the rules are very less. So it's one of the kind of business which is very easy to form, and it's definitely many people who are getting into it now. The next kind of or type of business is a partnership business. Well, as the word partnership has the word partner in it, hence it is formed by two or more people based on the terms of agreement. So there is a proper agreement which is made and both the parties have to sign that to show that they are getting into a partnership. It is very again easy to operate, easy to raise funds from the partners. Different the skill set, different the results. So rather I would say if there are two partners who are joining hands to start a business, if one partner is a little more on the creative side and the other partner is more of a financial game planner, so that really works because these two different partners have different skill set, and the more different that they are, the more better it is for the business. Although the profits get shared between both the partners, and hence again it's something which is not really difficult but easy to form and easy to really harbor it across. So that's partnership business for you. The next type of business is a corporation business, which means that there are more number of people involved over here. It's a big business owned by stakeholders, shareholders as well as investors. Stocks are offered for purchase to the public, and that's what makes it interesting because the company's shares are given out and that's how they make their, raise their capital, etc. And also another drawback of corporation is that there are too many people and everybody has a different idea and opinion about things. So it gets a little complicated at times. It's difficult to operate because of the legal rules and regulations which has to be adhered to right from the time it is being born or incepted. Suffers double taxation. That's again one of the drawbacks or a couple of few drawbacks that a corporation kind of a business has. So if you're really, until and unless you're really sure, do not get into this kind of a business type of business, I would say. The next kind of business is MNC, which means multinational companies. Now, multinational companies are international businesses that sell the products and services across the globe. So it could be America, Africa, Australia, Egypt, anywhere, or even India. So it's an international business, but it has the global, reach of the products and services. Operations are centrally controlled though. Manufacture of the products is done in the home country and it has assembling units in the different foreign locations. It creates more employment opportunities in the foreign countries. You see a lot of MNCs today like Hindustan Unilever, Procter & Gamble, etc. are companies which have a global presence and they're also MNCs. Another type of business is franchisees. Well, again, a very easy way to operate a franchisee, because an individual or company buys the right to trade under the name of a successful business. So it could be, for example, a hotel called as Moti Mahal, or it could be Kareem's, or it could be, different kinds of franchisees like Costa Coffee or Barista or Cafe Coffee Day, under which people take franchisees and run them by themselves. Profits are shared by the new owner as well as the parent company. An already successful business plan is in place, so it's easy to do that. Guarantees a rapid growth because it already has a name, it already has a brand image. So the franchisee owner is only running the show, and the profits are equally shared by the franchisee owner as well as the main company owner. The other one which we would like to talk about is LLC, which means Limited Liability Company. Well, let's take a look at this particular type. It's formed by at least one person under the legal agreement. Capital is raised by selling shares to the public, and that's how they raise capital, by sharing the the shares with the public. Profits and losses are shared by the shareholders. A better arrangement for gaining external financing. So this is what makes LLC a very important type of a business. Friends, the next type of business that we are going to discuss is called as trust. Well, a trust is again a little more on the higher side because it's operated by trustees for beneficiaries. Profits are shared equally by all the beneficiaries who are part of this trust. Various types of trusts are based on the trustees. They are, so different kinds are living trust, testamentary trust, recoverable trust, as well as irrevocable trust. So these are different kinds of trusts that people get involved into, and it's kind of a type of a business wherein every beneficiary is a part of the decision making process. Now friends, let's take a look at what are the steps which are involved in setting up a business. So if you're somebody who really wants to start their business, this is what you need to do. The first step is you need to have a business plan. So create a business plan, gather the needed resources which will help you to take this forward, launch your campaigns and build a lot of awareness about your brand. You must have a marketing strategy because otherwise you will completely fail as a business. Get help and get required kind of training, and set your future goals, your vision and mission of the company. These are the basic steps that are required in order to start a business by making a plan. Now let's take a look at different functions which are there as a part of business. You have different functions like purchase function, productivity function, distribution function, accounting function, personal function, as well as R&D or research and development. Any organization or business needs to have these basic functions in place if they're selling goods, for example. Not so much for services, but goods definitely. Why do we need to highlight the importance of having a business? Well, to definitely make a point over here, having a business definitely gives you a higher standard of living. It also creates a lot of goodwill amongst people, gains higher profits for you. Also, better employment opportunities are there, rapid economic growth as well as revenue to the government. Also, more than all of these points, having a business really gives you that kind of kick that you need in order to have that sense of ownership, because this is something that you have created and you want to give your heart, soul and your all the efforts in order to make the business a success. Well friends, to conclude this particular module on business basics, a business is a kind of regular occupation which involves gaining profits. Different types of businesses are there today, so people can choose accordingly whatever works for them. Businesses improves the standard of living, and last but not the least, it affects the growth of the economy. Well friends, I do hope you have enjoyed listening to this particular video on business basics. Keep watching, more videos coming your way. Thank you very much for watching us.